It enabled us to develop a theory of explanation that excluded the environment. We didn't need the environment to explain anything. Now, that's a really shocking one in light of today's thought. But reflect for a moment. There's two evidences of this. First one, I used to ask my students, what's the most familiar law of physics? And since they weren't physicists, they never knew the name of it, but they would usually say it's that experiment that Galileo ran with the balls running down the hill, you know. And I said, that's the law of freely falling bodies. And some of them even knew it was S is equal to 1/2 GT squared. I said, the important thing about that law is its name. What's the word freely doing in there? Well, what is it doing in there? What does freely refer to? It's the law of a body falling in a what? In a vacuum. What's a vacuum? It's the absence of an environment. All the fundamental laws of physics tell us what will happen when there is no environment, not when there is one. Their universality doesn't derive from the fact that they apply in every environment, but from the fact they don't apply in any. All other environments are simply approximations to various degrees to the non-environment. But that's not the main demonstration. What do you call a place a scientist did his research? A laboratory. What's a laboratory? It's a place deliberately constructed to exclude the environment. Right? You want to study the effect of X on Y without the intervention of the environment, you build a laboratory. Because we believed that the understanding of the universe would derive from the understanding of dyadic relationships, X and Y, without the intervention of the environment. So we had an environment-free theory of explanation. Now the third component that came out of cause and effect was this. Does anything ever happen by chance, spontaneously? Certainly appear to be uncaused event. Well, if you believe the universe can be completely understood, what must the answer be? No, it can't be. That's just another way of talking about ignorance. Chance is simply a statement of ignorance. If you knew enough, you would know what the cause is. And therefore, everything which occurs is the effect of a cause. That doctrine is called determinism. Everything is caused. Now, if you take those three doctrines together, understandability, analysis is a method of inquiry, cause and effect is a sufficient relationship to explain everything, and put them together, what do you get? You get Isaac Newton.